all those content creators that show you how to grow your social media platform and how to grow your small business, how to be a multi-billionaire, are some of the most greedy and disgusting people I have ever seen on the internet. Howdy, it's Sunny Bajami! Finally home alone and with the motivation to actually take up some space. One of the things that I did while I was on my very long hiatus was that I decided to pick up TikTok content creating, and I know it sounds cringe, but I needed some type of outlet even though it was not as intimate as what we have going on. And a couple of weeks ago, I actually decided to take TikTok a little bit seriously. So I started researching, like, okay, what do I need to do to actually grow my platform? What do I need to do to actually get likes and follows and literally anything? Because at the time, I was putting in a lot of effort into the content that I was making, only to get like 300 views, 400 views, 3 likes, 0 comments. So I was feeling kind of discouraged at the time. And so I actually wanted to make it a little bit bigger, not for the ego or to make money off of it. I just wanted to like feel a little bit appreciated in the content that I was making, because although I'm a very shy person, I thought it was pretty good. So I was doing my due diligence, and I was like actually looking it up. How does the algorithm work, etc.? Because there has been a very big shift in how it works. And while I was researching, I found a bunch of videos of people showing you, like, telling you step by step, more or less, this is what you need to do, this is what I did to grow my platform. And while I was scrolling, I kind of started seeing this very concerning pattern. For the people that haven't seen these types of videos, which, let's be honest, you, the viewer, odds are you've never even thought about making a single video in your life, which is fairly normal. Although, for example, here on YouTube, there are millions of different channels that are constantly uploading content. Most of the people that use the platform are just viewers, people that just want to tune into whatever their favorite content creators are making, what they're doing, and what they're posting about. So odds are you've never seen this type of content, even though they get a lot of traction. So let me give you a quick little rundown about what they're about, or what their general layout is going to be like. Although there are some outliers, this is generally how these types of videos are going to go. I took my followers from this to this in just X short amount of time. This is generally going to be like, I don't know, they're going to go from 1,000 followers to 20,000 followers, or from 200 followers to, I don't know, 10, 20, 200. It's going to be a very massive jump. And they're going to have done this within a very short amount of time. They're going to have done this in like a week, 2 weeks. At maximum, they're going to have done this within a month. Why? Because people that are on TikTok predominantly want very short gratification. Why are you on TikTok that has very short formatted videos in comparison to, I don't know, for example, YouTube that has these 30, 40, 50, 1 hour plus long videos? Because you have a very short attention span, odds are, and you want that very short gratification. You want to make followers now. You don't want to put in the work to make them, I don't know, a couple months down the line. You want to blow up yesterday. So that's like the general trend that I'm seeing. So they want you to like believe that you're going to grow this massive platform in just a couple days, which pretty alarming, but whatever, I digress. Then they're gonna go on to this. Well, first of all, what you need to do is that you, my dear viewer, you need to do the bottom-up method. What they're referring to with the bottom-up method is that you should first share, then save, then comment, then like, then follow the video. Why? Well, it's because when you don't interact with other videos, TikTok is going to assume that you're not a human being. So already, by just doing the bottom-up method on this video that you're watching right now, you are going to grow your platform exponentially. But you will gain 5 billion followers just because you like this video. Why? Because TikTok now knows that you are a human. Which, fairly reasonable. Honestly, after listening to that at least like 50 times, because I've watched that many videos, it started to make sense why these big businesses are always in someone's TikTok comment section. Because what does McDonald's know about Love Island? Why do they need to comment on these types of videos? And I'm starting to piece together that it's because, well, they want their account to seem human so that the algorithm will actually pop out their videos. Okay, valid, that's fine. Then, after that, after telling you that you should basically like their video, comment, and follow them to give them more traction, to give them more money, they'll then go on to give you the most generic information ever. Well, after that, you should make good quality content of a very good quality. Then you should pick a niche, and you should also upload fairly consistently. But also remember, like, consistency, but also like quality. That's all. Thank you. Bye. And that's basically all they're gonna do with the video. And that's basically their entire video. I mean, in the beginning, it did seem fairly innocent, but after watching video after video after video after video with the exact same format, you start picking up on the pattern and you realize that, wait a minute, are they just fishing for likes and follows? It's pretty obvious that they're doing it because they're content creators. But when you look into a lot of these pages, their content is never related to helping other people in any way, shape, or form. They're using people that want to grow a platform, which a lot of people are doing currently, because guess what? The economy is pretty bad and people want to make a quick buck. So they're using people that are in this type of situation, and they're just feeding off of their hopes of eventually being able to make a name for themselves or being able to pay for their children's tuitions. You know, this isn't just a TikTok problem. This is a whole internet problem. There's been this whole boom of people selling courses online to people for the randomest things. And the gag is that these people that are making these courses don't even know what they're talking about. Just to give you one example, there's this micro bakery girl, which, long story short, this micro bakery girl has made her entire platform about this really aesthetic micro bakery that she basically just like put on her front yard, and everyone would just like drive to it to come and buy her bakeries, and she doesn't even have to stand there. They just like, it's just honor system based, because they take the baked goods out and they put the money in, and she's in this lovely cottage core house and she's baking and it's so cozy. Like, you get the idea. She popped up out of nowhere with these high quality videos, and then she talked about how and then she starts talking about how much money she's making, how exceptionally well this entire business is going, and then she starts selling these courses on her page of how you, my dear viewer, can make your own mini bakery. As it turns out, after people digging into this lady has never owned a micro bakery. She set it out once or twice and just asked neighbors to take it out, to take the bakery, but it wasn't an actual legit business because she never signed it in. It was never like a legal business. The only reason that she was making all of this content and saying that she had this very good business going was so that she could sell her course where she would make her real money, because no one's gonna make money out of a mini bakery unless you're a very good entrepreneur. But anyways, her entire thing was selling this course so that you could live your dreams of owning a mini bakery. But the thing is, she was never good at it to begin with. So she's selling you on this successful mini bakery which she was never even successful. And the thing is, like her, there are so many other people that try to sell you on this idea that if you watch my video, you'll be rich and cool just like me. But of course, you can't be like me because you're not me. But also, like, buy my course, please. Oh my god, if you buy my course, you'll be a millionaire in a month. Or if you watch my Alpha Male podcast and pay for my course show, you will get all the huzz. Which, let's get into the last one for a minute, because I feel like men have no real good internet role models. First of all, don't get your role models from the internet. As an internet person, I can tell you that we are pretty garbage. But anyways, I digress. The whole idea is that these toxic men pop up, and then they cater to these lonely, angry, and impressionable men, and this group of people is more likely to fall into that rabbit hole. But, whatever. That's a completely different video topic. But back to the topic at hand. These businesses and content creators are easily some of the most predatory people on the internet, because they feed off of the wants and needs of people with complete disregard for the outcome, especially the ones that promise to make you a millionaire, because 9 times out of 10 it will end up with people investing money that they don't even have in the first place in an idea that would never bear fruits in the first place. All of that to fill their own pockets with just a little more cash than what they had before. I'm sure that if one day I made a course on how to sell courses, I would be a billionaire by now. But hey, I'm just not that evil. Remember, the people that are selling you courses on how to be a millionaire are becoming millionaires out of selling the courses, not out of the tips that they're giving you. Anyways, that's all for today. Making this video actually felt good. Like I'm back to my old self. Just a little bit. Stay tuned for more content to come, and, as always, stay safe and don't be a stranger.